We are live in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's gonna be Warfield Elite bringing you guys another video. So for this video, I'm gonna show you the life of the load. It's a pretty easy trip, just a one-day drive from Salem, Oregon to, I can't pronounce this place, somewhere in Idaho. At the upper part of Idaho, in between like Washington and Montana. So pretty close to Spokane, Washington, actually. So I'm just gonna show you the life of the load, basically everything that we have to do in regards to a load. This thing's going to be in your blue book as well in case you have any questions. Of course, I'm probably not going to be able to record like the live loaded call or anything like that, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy.
Yep, so the very first thing we have to do is going to, once we get a pre-plan, what I use is the back of these trip sheets we got to scan in as my cheat sheet. So we're just putting all the information in. We got the shipper. We just gotta know what date we're picking up, what time, code, and address. There's gonna be a couple of numbers we want to write down as well. We have a PO number, bill of lading number, pickup PO numbers, anything that they might ask us. Everything to do with the consignee, so it delivers on the 13th, which is tomorrow, in between 12 and 5, 1500. Of course, we're gonna try to get there at that 12. And we'll put in their address. So really quick, I just want to map out, see how much miles it's going to be, make sure I got the hours of service to be able to do it. So I'll put on my GPS and see how many miles. 488. Do some quick little math. At 50 miles an hour, it'd take about 10 hours to get there. Cool. So I got enough hours on my hours of service, so I could accept this load. Pre-plan, basically, they're just asking you, can you legally do this? Can you get there on time? What I do, just to kind of save a little bit of time, I'll do my directions request right now. S, C, or B. I put B for both, and P for pre-plan. This is going to be a dispatch. It shows you a difference between a pre-plan and dispatch. Pre-plan, everything's at the top. Dispatch, everything's on the bottom. Cool, so we just got to our shipper. We're just going to drop this trailer. Make sure you put our ride shipper, get on duty. Drop the trailer. Connect to it. Get our bill of lading. Let's do all our good stuff. Alright, so once we have all our bill of lading and stuff in hand, we're just going to write a couple of things on this cheat sheet. So we're going to know how many pages are on the bill of lading, how many pieces or pellets, what's the weight, what's the tire sticker number, what's the seal number, and what are we hauling, what's the product. So I just put that all on the bottom of my little cheat sheet here, because it's going to ask for it all on our loaded call. So I just figure I'll get it all ready. Check that tire sticker number, make sure the seal's good. And we have to put seal intact and initial right next to the seal number on the bill of lading. Alright, now we got our information. We're going to do a loaded call. So we're basically copying all the information from the bill of lading that it asks us. Bill of lading number off of the bills, not the one that they send you in your pre-plan. So we're just filling all this information out for our loaded call. So there's 3 L's you got to do. Once you get loaded, you have to do your loaded call, your hours of service load tab, and a live loaded call. Unfortunately, I won't be able to record the live loaded call. Drop trailer, the trailer that we dropped, the empty, and our current trailer, the trailer that we're connected to now. So we'll hit send. Next, we're going to have to do our hours of service load tab. So we'll hit new load. Load ID is going to be your trip number. Trailer is your current trailer. Start date's always going to be the date we're at now. Delivery date's going to be tomorrow, 4/13/2020. And the bill of lading off the bills. This hour service load tab makes us legal with DOT, so we have to fill this out every load. I'm just going to do my ETA and PTA here as well since I deliver tomorrow. Since I already know what time I deliver, it's at 12 o'clock. I'll put my ETA for 12 o'clock, knowing I'm going to be on time. PTA, same exact date. Format's going to be date, time for ETA, PTA, date, time, and you always want to give yourself 2 hours. Then you figure out how many hours you have available so that they can keep you running. That's why we send our PTAs. Cool, all our paperwork is done. It's time to go. Alright, I'm going to be stopping for the night here at this rest area. But since I deliver tomorrow, I want to make sure that I put in a macro 19 on time for appointment. A little meal for Easter.
Guys, good morning. It's Worth Willie here. Shit, my face. Got my beard off. I'm just letting it really grow back. But anyways, kind of continuing life of the load. This is my second day. So yeah, it's continuing day number 2. So I'm gonna start off with a fuel request every single morning. I already got my PTA in. All I really gotta do is get to the consignee, delivered, and hope for another pre-plan. Let's go.
Cool. And right after our pre-trip, we're just gonna send in our macro 11, our fuel stop, just so our DM can know what our fuel levels are to fuel up budgets next time. Before we take off, I just want to check these directions requests I already got, and I'm just gonna write those on my window just to make sure I'm following these directions and not following my GPS. That's right. Just get into the consignee, so we're gonna make sure we put our message in, arrive consignee, and let's go check in, see what they want us to do.
Hey guys, what's going on? So we just got to our consignee. It's a Home Depot load. So they have us drop the trailer, pick up the empty, move the empty out of the way, reconnect back to our main trailer, put that one in the old empty's place, park it, and then once we disconnect from that, we'll connect to the empty and we'll be good to go. So I'll record this. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so that was us doing drop and hook at Home Depot. Like I said, they have us park this trailer that was loaded, drop it, connect to the empty, pull it out of the hole, drop it, connect to your loaded trailer, back it into the hole, drop it, get your bill of lading, and then connect to your empty trailer. So a little bit out of breath, but it was good. Probably took us around 20 minutes or so in total, which was pretty good. Most of it was just filming, to be honest. It took a lot of time to film, but yeah, that's Drop and Hook. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See what our next load gives us.
Alright, and now we're just going to have to do our empty call now that we're empty. So all the information's on our bill of lading and our cheat sheet. We're just going to refill that all out, just like our loaded call, except now we're just letting them know that we're empty. Cool. And like I said, I used the back of the scan sheets for our cheat sheets. So I just transfer that over to the front. And we're going to have to transfer this in. Unfortunately, I can't show you how we transfer this since it's on the app.
And yeah, guys, that's basically the life of the load. Everything that you have to do from start to finish. You know, start with your pre-plan. With your pre-plan, you want to make sure that you got the hours of service, that you can legally get there on time, and that you got the hours available on your 70-hour clock. Depends on when it delivers, of course. 8-hour, 11-hour. All those clocks come into mind depending on what your delivery time is. So, yeah, once you confirm your pre-plan, it's going to get dispatched to you. With your dispatch, automatically comes a routing. The only difference between your dispatch and your pre-plan is that the pre-plan, it'll show you kind of your important information up top. Dispatch, that information will be on the bottom, and it also shows your miles and the shipper code. So there's a little bit of difference between dispatch and pre-plan, but basically pre-plan, they're asking you, can you do this? Dispatch, they're saying, all right, this is your load now, you got to do it. Then you get routing. Routing and directions are a little bit different too. Routing is basically all the major highways, byways, freeways, interstates, US highways, all that good stuff. And directions request is going to basically tell you from that major highway or freeway, interstate, or whatever. These are the turn-by-turn directions, street-by-street directions to get you to your destination. You want to make sure you guys are doing a macro 11 every single day or night, depends on when you feel like doing them. I got in the habit of doing them every single morning, so request fuel every single morning. Even if you don't need fuel, you still do it to kind of let your DM know, you know, what your fuel levels are, and he'll kind of fuel you accordingly. So yeah, get in the habit, send them macro 11 every single morning. Once you do get to the shipper, you guys send that arrived shipper macro. Once you get loaded, you're going to have to do those 3 L's. Remember, those 3 L's. Loaded call, live loaded call, hours of service, load tab. So you're going to do all 3 of those, and then before you leave, just hit a depart shipper, and you're good to go. The way that we kind of keep running is to constantly have our PTA adjusted. So if you know when you deliver, just know that you know you're going to be on time. Set your PTA for 2 hours after that. Give them about 2 hours to unload you, and make sure you let them know how many hours you'll have available as well. So if you have to drive about 4 hours that day, you'll most likely have about 7 hours left on your 11-hour clock at least to be able to drive the rest of that day. So keep your DM updated so you can kind of keep the planners updated so you can kind of keep rolling as well. Day before you deliver, you always want to send a macro 19. That's basically saying that you're going to be on time. When you actually get to the consignee, make sure you send an arrived consignee message. When you get empty, make sure you send an empty message. And yeah, usually you get back a dispatch earnings information. I haven't gotten one since I've gone from CPM to the flat rate, so I don't know if they send those to the flat rate guys, because I haven't gotten one ever since I switched over, which was like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, and that's basically it. Just make sure you transflow in, fill out that trip sheet, that trip cover sheet, and transflow in everything. Trip sheet up top, bill of lading. If you have any receipts, you want to make sure that you write the PO number. So if they ever give you money, they'll give you a PO number with it. You want to make sure you write that on top of the receipts as well. so you get reimbursed. So that's basically the life of the load. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. Hopefully you guys can learn something, kind of rewind and kind of see it from there. So basically that's where we really want to show you and teach you what the life of the load is, and kind of show you it hands-on, be able to see what I did for this little load. So anyways, thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, $100 giveaway at 100 subscribers. Last I checked, we're at 96, so we're almost there. So let's get it in, guys. Thank you guys. Much love.